better than meatloaf?
I know.
Pizza.
Go ahead and tell.
Let's bring in our guest, Mr. Luigi Primo.
Look at this guy.
What a showman. Look at this guy.
I'm a Luigi Primo.
Of course you are. Mr. Primo, how are you this evening?
I'm doing pretty good. How about you guys?
We're great. What'd you do with the dough?
It flew off the screen. I'm gonna pick it up later.
You're not gonna make a pizza with that, are you?
Of course I am.
It was on the floor.
No, it's not on the floor. It landed perfectly on my pizza peel, which is then I'm going to top with the sauce and the cheese and I put in the oven, which is behind the curtain. You will see.
Shit,
man, that's awesome.
Next to the Jack Skellington, which is fantastic.
It's just a regular skull. It's not from a Pirates of the Caribbean or a Nightmare of Christmas or any of those things.
Let me ask you, Mr. Primo, a very hot button topic. Pineapple on pizza?
You know, people have speculated about my feelings about a pineapple on a pizza. They've said that I am for or against, but you know, I think that everybody should be able to have a pineapple on a pizza if they want to it. However, it's a my choice whether or not to cook a pizza. That's an abomination. Or
all right, pizza man to pizza man. We can agree. Pineapple, gross on a pizza.
Well, the thing I always ask is, so the pineapple has the brown spikes and the green spikes on the top. How are you going to put that on a pizza? If you put that on the pizza, it's going to weigh it down and tear it apart. And then when you take a bite, those green spines are going to tear apart your esophageal tract.
I think those are the leaves of the pineapple. And
sure, the leaves.
I think you can pick them up. Basil's a leaf.
Well, here you do. You leave them off the pizza.
Oh, God.
I don't know how you do that. You'd have to show me. I've never seen anyone.
Oh, Luigi, you're an expert. You know. You in your head. You know.
I really don't.
We're on the line with the best pizza chef ever at Best Pizza Chef, Luigi Primo. Now, look, you're not just a pizza chef; you're also a professional wrestler, and this dough throw-in has led to great opportunities. You've been on Dynamite. You've been with the Chris Jericho. How has the whole experience been for you?
It's great. I love being on a Dynamite, even though I typically get a kick in or punched in the face. But, you know, as a wrestler and especially as a pizza chef, I've been trained to take that kind of punishment because sometimes, you know, you make a pizza and a customer says, oh, that's not what I want. And then you give you one of these and then you have to roll with the punches and make them a new pizza and suplex them through the countertop.
What is the most gratifying thing about someone tasting a slice of pizza and just enjoying it so much? What is the most gratifying thing about a slice of pizza being enjoyed by somebody?
I would say the thing that's the most gratifying is how they pay me some money to make it out of pizza, and then I have that money and I can't pay for my health insurance.
What is the most gratifying thing about your health insurance?
I would say it's when I get my numerous injuries, such as when I fall on my coccyx and it throws my back out of alignment and pulls my back. I get to go to the doctor and they can tell me you're actually fine and to send me home and to charge me $100 instead of $700.
I like it.
I got a question in the chat for you from Mike Peterson. What kind of pizza is your favorite to make? You
know, the thing about a pizza is that it's all about, like wrestling, it's about the fundamentals. So for me, I like a pizza that's going to highlight the basics of the pizza. For instance, you just don't want to taste the crust. We call the bones and, the sauce. And the cheese is the savoriness is just going to amplify those things. So I like to make a classic cheese or a plain, as we say in the Northeast.
That's right.
What's your opinion on, say, Detroit pizza or Chicago deep dish? Something a little, off the beaten path.
Yeah, Detroit is one of my favorites to eat. Not as skilled as making it, as compared to my ancestral Neapolitan, but I that's one of my favorites to eat. Chicago is not bad. It's a pretty good. For the crust, it kind of tastes like they gave up. Like they were doing a good job, and then they just were like, we'll just put us some accordion and it'll be fine.
So what would you say to somebody that might throw the crust away?
Oh, good question.
Yeah, I would say that a person should have fighted me in the ring or out of my restaurant or anytime they see me. It's on site.
So like if an Ethan Page or a Doc Dean or a so and so, like not Doc Dean RIP, Captain Sean Dean. What if some of these guys may have thrown their crust away? Would you want to really punch them in the mush?
I would have said hey, and I would do this, and then the ball's in the dead court. Let's see how they react. If they're going to a crack of wise and a bow up to me, then we see what happens. But hopefully they just go back and down. They're like, oh, I'm sorry, I take it out of the trash and I eat it.
Wow, you're picking your dough up off the floor and you're making people eat out of the trash. What kind of pizzaiola are you?
Well, they're the ones that are put in the trash. I would have never put my pizza in the trash. I only serve it fresh out of the oven.
That's a very good point. That's a very good point. I like that. See, the pizza, it's not just about the cheese and the sauce. It's everything. The dough is the biggest part. The crust is the handle of the pizza, correct?
Somewhat, yeah. You can use it as a handle. But, if you just grab the crust, it can tend to flop it down. So what I do is I put my finger across the back of the crust and then these two fingers under it. So it gives you some additional purchase. But it's more like if we compare it to the natural world. If we compare it to the world of a fruit, it's kind of like the rind of a pizza. But it's a delicious rind you can eat.
That's right.
And also, I eat the rind of my oranges.
Wait. Time out. Hold up. Bring that back. You eat the orange rinds?
I eat the entire thing like it's the apple.
Luigi, that's rough.
I eat the texture is a bit rough, but I find the flavor tart and good.
Oh, good God.
Don't take this the wrong way, Mr. Primo. You're a little too fit to be a chef. I would not trust you.
I mean, okay, so you don't have to always make a pizza that's just of very oily and fatty toppings. You can make all kinds of pizza. You can make a thin crust of pizza that has a lighter cheese and a ricotta that has increased the protein content. I developed a personal pizza. I can cook that's about a 560 calories. It has 40 grams of a protein and 60 grams of carbohydrates.
Yes, and that's all good. But you look like you don't eat enough or you work out too much. I'm a fat guy and I make it a pizza too. And they trust me because it looks like I eat my own product.
But yeah, as you would say, I eat a lot of pizza, but when you're going to the gym, 2 to 3 times a week, you're training in your wrestling ring 3 times a week, you're doing the athletic dough toasting for 1-2 hours a day, you really go through a lot of calories.
How many fingers have you put through the dough? There's a lot of practice.
How many fingers have I put through the? Okay, so when I'm kneading the dough, usually I use all, I guess you would say 8 of my fingers, or 10 if we count the thumbs as fingers. Is that what you meant by your question?
No, because what you do is not easy when you throw the dough. Like, how much practice? How many times did you put a hole in it? Oh, he makes it look so easy.
Oh, okay, I see. Yeah. No, that happens all the time. I thought you meant just how many fingers do I need to knead it, or how many have I lost in making it. I decided you couldn't mean that. But if you are not gentle and precise with your movements, it's a very easy. I mean, it's a weekly occurrence.
Fair enough. Now, look, I work at the pizza is my gimmick too. I make pizzas. It's not really a gimmick. It's my shoot job, right? And I see you got this beautiful T-shirt over here at luigiprimo.bigcartel.com. Gluten's not real. I agree with you, but I don't like the fact
Thank you.
The pizza place I work for, we have a goddamn gluten-free pizza, and I think it's disgusting.
Yeah, I mean, all pizzas are gluten-free because it's not a real.
Gluten's not real. Wait, what?
Yeah.
Gluten's not real.
You agreed with him. He said gluten wasn't real.
Luigi,
right.
what has been the highlight of this run for you? This amazing cult-like following that you have now just gained like over the last year or so, and probably even longer than that. What is like the most important thing to you right now, and the most impressive thing, and the most thing that you appreciate the most lately?
It's been that I've been able to connect with some really great fans and wrestlers and make some good friends that I now see. You know, maybe I meet them at a one show and then I see them all the way across the country a couple weeks later. Except for, of course, Ziggy Dice. Meeting him has been the bane of this phase in my life. And it's an honor sight with Mr. Dice.
Whoa.
I'm kind of sad to hear that. Like Zicky Dice is like one of like the golden friends of the show. You guys got some real heat.
He and I have some serious heat. You can ask him about it. Ask him what he did. He'll know.
Did he take your pizza?
I'm sorry?
Did he take your pizza from you?
No, it's a much worse.
Did he take your lady from you?
It's even worse than that.
He took your red pepper flakes right away from you. No shaker.
It's so bad. I don't even want to say it on this show.
That's fine.
But you know, you go from a place to a place and you meet new friends and you call them your brothers, except for Zicky Dice, who is my blood enemy.
Oh,
and you're so. Oh, sorry, Tony.
If you had to describe Zicky Dice as a pizza, what kind of pizza would he be?
I would say he is a pizza that has the nails and the screws that you can't eat because it's going to not digest and make you go to the hospital when you eat it. And I would say it's a pizza with the dice on it. Like from a board game. Like if you make a pizza, you put a dice on it. That's not going to be a good pizza to eat.
Christ almighty.
You always roll the snake eyes when you eat that pizza.
Oh, yeah.
As far as your stomach health.
Wow, we are on the line with Luigi Primo at Best Pizza Chef on Twitter and TikTok. Luigi Primo PWR on the Instagram. He's also got his Big Cartel shirt, Big Cartel store, luigiprimo.bigcartel.com. I was gonna say you're so angry at Zicky Dice, you're gonna go to Japan at the end of the month, and you're gonna take your anger out on.
I'm so angry. I don't even want to be. I have so much heat with Zicky Dice that I can't even be on the same continent with him.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. And you're gonna go over to Gleet, and you're gonna get in the ring with Shima.
Yes, I'm a very, very excited to try my skills. You know, every wrestler wants to try and see how they do in Japan. So I'm very thankful that I get to go and make a pizza for Shima-san and see what he thinks over my skill.
Do you feel like people in Japan and everywhere do they underestimate you the moment they look at you because you're so talented at pizza making? Maybe they think that that's overtaking your skill as a professional wrestler. Like, do you think that you're always looked as the underdog?
Absolutely. I think that people see that, you know, oh, he makes a pizza, so clearly he can. In fact, I think a lot of people think that maybe this is maybe I'm just a summer guy who could spin a pizza and I was taught the very basics of wrestling. But that's not the case. I've been training for almost 10 years. I can literally do a wrestling move. I can do an arm drag. It's no problem for me. I can do it just to watch. I do it right now.
I feel bad for those that underestimate.
Send you a video of it.
I see it on it's on your social media on Luigi Primo at Great Pizza Chef on the Twitter machine. And they're not just bringing you to Japan. I mean, they probably need help in their pizza game, so it's a good idea that they bring you over there. But I'm sure they know you can wrestle too.
Actually, one of the things that I'm kind of stressed out about is where am I going to find a Western style oven to cook my pizza? I think maybe I try to find a pizza restaurant there and see if they let me cook.
See, that's the problem because in Japan they have the pizza they have the vending machines. They don't even have humans making pizza. It's all made by machine over there, which is kind of gross, no?
Really?
Oh yeah.
You got to tell us. We've never been there. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna see it if I got to fight the machines for the pizza.
Would you put sushi on pizza?
No, I would not because, okay, a couple of reasons. Number one, I don't necessarily think for the most part it would have tasted good. Second of all, a sushi is generally a raw fish, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So if I put a raw fish on a pizza and then I cook the pizza, I kind of change the nature of the food and it stops being a sushi.
Oh.
What if
Matt.
when you cook a pizza and then when you take it out of the oven, you put it on after, like you do with a little arugula?
Okay, I'm going to say a no on that one. I'm going to say a no because I think it would be both a disrespectful to the people of Japan. I don't want to start an international incident. It would be a disrespectful for the people of Italy, and it would also be a disrespectful to me, Luigi Primo. Millions of lives would be affected by this choice. And I take my being brought to Japan seriously, and I don't want to start an international incident. I have the utmost respect for the people of Italy and Japan, which is why I talk like this.
Matt, I think you know where I'm going to go with this question. Ask him what other topping when he goes to Japan would he or would he not put on pizza?
Oh, okay, Mr. Primo. We've had a couple of people that have been to Japan. First and foremost, my good friend Lance Archer. He says raw horse is phenomenal. Would you put raw horse on a pizza after it comes out of the oven?
I wouldn't even have imagined doing that. I couldn't. If you were like, think of a way to ruin a pizza, I'd say, oh, you gotta put some ketchup on the pizza, or and put a motor oil on a pizza. Ha ha ha. I could. That's beyond my imagination of how I would ruin a pizza. That's pretty bad. I'm going to be thinking about that tonight when I go to sleep. I'm going to wake up and I'm going to see like a pizza with the horse on it on my pillow next to me.
I'm going to raise you one because we've had a man, an independent professional wrestler out in the West Coast, Mr. Miko Maestro. He says reindeer pizza. Yes, reindeer pizza.
I don't want to come right out and dismiss that because a reindeer is a bread for a food often in Iceland and Greenland and in Norway. So that one I'm going to withhold the judgment on.
It is December. It is Christmas time. You're green lighting reindeer pizza.
If it's somebody who helps. If it's somebody who pulls the Santa's sleigh, if it's one of the named reindeer from a Santa, clearly you don't want to make a pizza with them because they got to deliver toys to the children.
Yeah, I agree 100%. It's crazy. Luigi, have you not? Look, I'm a big fan, right? There has to be some kind of law. Why is the Dave Portnoy? Who gave him the right to be the pizza guy? Luigi should be doing one bite everywhere. He's the pizza guy. Why does some guy from Boston get to be the pizza guy? It should be Luigi Primo.
So recently I uploaded a video where I just tried to do a pizza like that and see how his technique worked, such as only taking one bite and blowing on the pizza many times to see if that could help my evaluation of a pizza. And I would say his technique for review is pretty good. The only thing, really, the main thing I have against David Portnoy is, what a kind of person just says that they're a catchphrase constantly every time they speak. What a kind of uncreative, a talentless hack is always the same thing over and over.
No,
I'm going to agree with Primo.
I think you should be the pizza guy. This is a travesty.
He is the pizza guy. He makes the pizzas.
He should be taking over for Dave Portnoy. Luigi Primo should be traveling the world, wrestling and doing one bite. Everyone knows the rules. Not some dick from Boston.
Oh, here we go.
This guy's a national treasure, just Luigi Primo, and he doesn't get the credit he deserves. He should be doing one bite. Everybody knows the rules.
I would I'd like to meet a Dave Portnoy and to see if we can talk about this, and a failing of that, see if we can settle our differences with the physical violence.
We got to make this
Luigi.
happen.
Luigi, did you ever think in your wildest dreams that you would be on national television and it would not be for making pizzas?
No, I mean I've been on TV randomly, a couple of times. Like I was on a Comedy Central, I think in 2017 or 18. Just because somebody was filming something at a wrestling show, and I came out and they thought that the image was striking, but they didn't say my name correctly. They said literally Jordan Klepper said his name is a pizza man. Like they said that's my name. I thought it was funny that they got it so wrong. But as far as being a featured and having my name said correctly, no. I did think that I would probably get on an AEW Dark at some point, but the fact that I skipped straight to a Dynamite, no, that is quite surprising. On one hand, but on the other hand, I'm the best wrestler. So
that's a great point. You are tremendous.
Fair enough.
That is good.
If Luigi Primo is going to have a pizza party and he has to invite 5 wrestlers to be at his pizza party, what 5 wrestlers are you having at your pizza party?
I'm here for this.
Is this okay? So a couple of qualifying questions. Is this just to hang out with them, or to wrestle them, or to have them wrestle each other?
It's your party. However you want to hook it up.
Let's go with the Danhausen, a Chris Jericho, my trainer, Jay Sirius, Ricky Starks, and Zicky Dice, so that I can finally show him once and for all that I make a best of pizza, and that Dice does not belong on pizza.
That's perfect.
I didn't see the Zicky Dice one through me. I didn't expect that.
I think that's a tremendous.
He's always throwing dice, and I'm tired of it.
Perfect.
Do you ever get tired of eating pizza?
No. Next question.
No, never. You're so full of shit, dude. There's no way. I am around it 7 days a week.
Do you get tired of eating a pizza?
Yes, man. That's all I do is make goddamn pizza and look at it. I smell it. The last thing I want to do is eat pizza.
You can do different things with it. You can, maybe put some butter on first. So brush some butter on. That's a good. Maybe an Alfredo sauce.
He's got you, Matt.
I like a good white pizza.
Try
that
that
again.
Alfredo and chicken and pizza.
Oh, there you go.
First of all, I make a Neapolitan pizza, so I can't put chicken on it.
What are you afraid? Cheap.
Dough is too thin, buddy.
That's a great point.
Put 2 doughs. Double up the dough.
Yeah, you don't.
This isn't like what is.
Do you do?
Make one of them pizzadillas that fucking
Tony,
pizza.
Tony, you stay out of this.
This is Luigi. This is what I do.
Tony,
Make a pizza.
listen, you're out of line.
Make a
my man. This is
pizza
between
dilla.
me and a Matt.
Luigi. But this is what I do. Make a pizza dilla. This is what I'm doing.
I'm trying to help you.
Is it a cracker crust is it like a cracker crust that you'll make, or like more like a thicker sort of a sourdough?
It's not a cracker crust. I don't like the cracker crust. It's thinner, but it's soft.
Okay. It's a little thicker. That's a good pizza.
I would pull up a picture of
you're
me
right.
in front
to get a chicken on there, you're gonna have to.
I don't want to put chicken on there.
You're gonna have to do a slice of very thin kind of medallions, which I don't know if it would be worth it. So I respect your choice, but maybe instead you can try to put a pepperoni.
We do a sopressata.
Ugh.
What is a sopressata?
It's like a pepperoni.
Oh, okay, that sounds good. I have a good pepperoni from Italy out of my restaurant.
I'm trying to find a picture of me on the food truck to show Primo.
Nobody wants to see how gross you look.
You know what? This is an old one, so I look thin, asshole.
Did you call me? Did you call me a prima?
No, Primo.
Okay. Jim Cornette calls me a Luigi Prima, I think.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
He might have fixed it now. Before a while, he was saying, "I Luigi a Prima."
That's a good cornet.
This guy thinks that he can make a pizza. He sounds Italian. A lot of people think that, I'm going to be a very upset, but it sounds like he's out of ammo. Like I've somehow struck him a very hard, and the best he can do is talking about how I have a mustache. I really wanted him to call me like a buggy, a whip armed, a goof. I didn't even get to that.
I gotta say, like, good, bad, or indifferent, the fact that your name is in Jim Cornette's mouth has to mean something to you.
It's incredible. It's a bucket list moment for sure. I basically just keep trying to get through a different a bucket list situation. It's like that, of course, and of all the other many that I've accomplished, to where the last time I saw a Colt Cabana, I was like, hey, have you been doing any podcasts lately? And he pretty much just saw through that quickly and was like, nope, no, I haven't.
And he was like, I know who else is doing one though, the Shining Wizards.
And that's why you're here.
No, this is a good podcast. This is one of the good ones.
All right, here we go. I got a picture, Primo. I don't know if you can see this.
Yeah, that's Matt 20 years ago.
Oh yeah. Wow, look at that. That's cool. I like that. Pizza Vita. We got a little oven in there. We got a tiny house. Hey, would you make a pizza in this tiny house?
That's all I do is make pizzas in a tiny house.
I wish you would stick your head in that oven.
You should
Dude, I know we just kind of Matt, this is a great picture, by the way. Look at thin Matt. It's incredible.
Yes.
But did you just say like something about were we in the rotation? Is that what you said? Did I hear that right or no?
Rotation
for podcast.
Oh yeah. I listened to it. It was because I was looking for a different podcast, because I think for the week I'd have gotten through. This is back when there was Art of the Wrestling, the Stone Cold one, Talk is a Jericho, and a Ross Report was still a thing.
Yeah.
And I got through those. I was looking for another one. I was like, a Shining Wizard. That's a good move. I'm gonna listen to that.
Wow, that's awesome.
We love it. We love when we hear that, because not necessarily everyone listens to like, not all guests necessarily listen to the show. So that means a lot to us. I can speak for Matt and Tony when I say that. That means a lot.
Hey, no problem. Thank you for having me.
There you go.
Luigi Primo, it's been an absolute pleasure. You want to follow Luigi Primo at Best Pizza Chef on Twitter, and let's see if we can read that.
Can we read that? Can we read that?
Yeah,
there it is.
Box.
There we go.
There we
you want to find Luigi Primo?
What is
Vaffanculo? Hey. Yo, his Twitter handle is not at Vaffanculo. I don't know who that belongs to.
What's a Vaffanculo?
Go fuck yourself.
Why?
Because that's what I'm telling you.
There's 3 Italians on this podcast right now.
Yeah, come on now.
One of
Go
them
buy a T-shirt from Luigi Primo.
So
Gluten's not real.
Very quickly, I learned recently that a wrestler friend of mine was in Italy, and they overheard some people saying my name, and they said, "Are you talking about Luigi Primo?" And they're like, "Oh yeah, he's very big here." And they think the true fact. They think and know the true fact that I'm from Italy. So
that's amazing. That's
look
so
forward
awesome.
to that day of reckoning when I go back to Italy.
That's so awesome.
Well, Luigi, this has been an absolute pleasure.
So
you are a natural treasure.
Fall back on my knowledge of Italian.
You are fantastic. We wish you the Very excited to see what Japan brings for you. I'm excited to see you and Shima.
Shima. Come on now. Says the
Shima.
Japanese wrestling expert doesn't know how to pronounce a Japanese wrestler's name. Shame on you.
Shame on you.
Yeah, shame on you. Fanculo.
Oh,
That's not to you, Luigi. That's the pizza
That's
man
the
above me. That's to that pizza man. The fake pizza man.
okay.
How dare
Good.
you?
Thank you.
At Best Pizza
This
Chef.
guy's the
on
real
Twitter
pizza man right here. There
and
he is.
TikTok. He really is. Instagram is Luigi Primo, PWR, and luigiprimo.bigcartel.com. Grab the Gluten is Not Real t-shirt. It's a great gift for anyone in your family, or if you want to do, buy yourself a Christmas gift, wrap it, throw it under the tree, say it's from Santa. Beautiful way to treat yourself to a Luigi Primo
Hell
t-shirt.
yeah.
Mr. Primo, anything else?
I
before we
could not have said it better, Matt. Thank you.
Oh, you're very welcome. Thank you for taking
you guys
the time.
for having me, and I wish you guys a good Italian style of Christmas and New Year.
You too, Luigi. Have fun in Japan, brother.
Thanks, guys.
Take care.
We'll talk later, Mr.